Welcome back to Big Beef. Today, we dive into one of Britain's most polite yet competitive rivalries, the Beatles versus The Who. Two titans of rock, duking it out with melody, attitude, and just a sprinkle of British snark. The Beatles, Liverpool's finest export since pools of liver. By the mid-60s, John, Paul, George, and Ringo had conquered the world. We're talking mop-tops, worldwide mania, and melodies for days. Their music was everywhere. Their faces were on every lunchbox, and their influence was undeniable. But as the Beatles evolved from the boyish charm of Love Me Do to the psychedelic masterpiece of Sgt. Pepper's, some younger blokes across town were watching. Enter The Who. Four lads from London with sharper suits, louder amps, and a drummer who made chaos look like performance art. Pete, Roger, John, and Keith weren't trying to be the Beatles. They wanted to blow them off the stage. Their early singles, like My Generation, were anthems of rebellion, while the Beatles were sweetly singing All You Need Is Love. They weren't just playing music. They were a sonic assault, a whirlwind of feedback, flailing arms, and smashed instruments. Now, don't get it twisted. This wasn't your everyday diss-track situation. The beef was more of a creative one-upmanship. The Beatles' groundbreaking studio work inspired The Who's ambition, and The Who's raw power, in turn, pushed the Beatles to keep innovating. But the rivalry absolutely simmered in the press. Pete Townshend once cheekily called Sgt. Pepper's a bit of rubbish, only to turn around and drop Tommy, a full-blown, incredibly ambitious rock opera. Years later, John Lennon shot back, saying The Who were trying too hard to be deep. It was a chess match, played with albums and interviews. But here's the thing, under all the ego and long faces, there was a deep well of respect. The Who came along and smashed it to pieces with a guitar. One band gave us harmony, the other gave us feedback. Both changed rock and roll forever. Honestly, if you put Lennon and Townshend in the same room, it would be less beef and more a battle of who can talk the longest about art. So, in the end, the Beatles may have taught the world to sing, but The Who taught the world to scream.